Hey guys, my name is Cassandra. I never really started a YouTube channel or promoted my Instagram or anything very big because I think all this hype about self-love in form of egoism, putting out your pictures and your videos and just to gain followers just kind of didn't feel right. Anyway, I'm putting out this video because I think there's a couple messages that I would like to portray in times like these. Obviously, we're all at a still stand and nobody knows what's going on. Nobody knows what is going to happen tomorrow when they wake up. So I think we obviously are all in fear. I'm afraid as well, but we all have to work towards abandon our fear and using this amazing possibility and moment of everything standing still to really reflect inwards and to really get to know ourselves. What does it mean? The human instinct obviously resorts to fear because fear is what we're bred since generations to be controlled, to be easy victims of consumerism, capitalism. And I'm not saying it's wrong to have money. I think it's great to have money. But have you never wished you would make actually your money the way it's healthy? And you can make a lot of money. There's nothing wrong with making a lot of money. Also cool. But why do other people on the end of a chain have to suffer? Why do animals have to suffer? Why does our planet has to suffer for our greed? So think about it. There's this virus out there. It's gonna come and get you. Probably not, because if you self-care, if you take care of yourself, if you have a good immune system, the virus probably will just pass through you. I myself had survived cancer, and I was 4 years after coming into America. And when I survived cancer, I had an 18% survival chance. People said you need to go public with your story, which I didn't do. And because I just don't want this attention, but I always felt I had a lot of knowledge and wisdom, and I think now is the time to share this with you and to pass on what I have learned through self-healing. And by the way, I'm wearing these sunglasses because as everybody, my eyebrows are not made perfect and everything is closed, which is great. We have stopped consuming. This is fucking amazing. Seriously, think about it. Every day is Sunday. We have stopped consuming. We eat, we drink, and we go to nature. I've seen people sit in parks when I walked my dog. And it looks like Jimi Hendrix's time when people actually got together to sit together in parks. Obviously, we're not allowed in big groups anymore and stuff like that. But haven't you just suddenly, with all of this still stand, wished you want to hug somebody, you want to tell them you love them, you realize that all this world that you've been working every day, you go to work, you bring in a paycheck, and you know what the worst part is? Nobody has time anymore for each other. Yeah? Oh, I'm busy. I just seriously wanted to punch the people who were saying, oh, I'm busy. Because I'm thinking, you know what? When you die, you will not remember how great your work was. You will not remember how amazing, happy your boss was with you. No, you will remember the moments when you die that were beautiful in your life. So what if we all work ourselves to death? This whole system has us trapped, just like batteries, and then we're replaced. I mean, is this really the way somebody wants to go? No. Life is about experiencing a lot of things, about embracing a lot of things, and to work on yourself and to work on self-care. So I have started doing yoga many years ago, which has been part of my healing. And I kind of try to live a simple life and not a poor life. Being a modern day hippie doesn't mean I live a poor life. It means I'm trying to have a little bit of money, but I'm also trying to be aware of where the money comes from. Here's a little example. I was renting this house in Malibu, which had burned down. As you guys know, there was the big fire, and it was pretty devastating. And you know what? I thought it was pretty sad about the house because it was a really old house. It had a lot of, it was an old surfer home. But the worst part is the nature. I felt more sorry for, not for the stuff that people lost. I felt sorry for the nature that has to suffer, and the animals and our trees. There have been millions of trees burned in fires in California. We already don't have a lot of trees, right? And the connection human to tree, it's like you're perceived as being a stupid hippie, but just face it. Don't you think right now that's really true? All of this hippie, esoteric, I don't really like using the word esoteric, I hate it actually, but all of this connection with nature and the way the Native Americans have lived, and tribes before us have lived, that we just come and kill in Brazil, in America, the Native Americans, we get them addicted, we get them sick. There's just no way of living anymore. I personally have noticed people the last couple of days, everybody's frightened, but people are more friendly. You go on the street, people are smiling at each other, people are actually saying hi to each other. I mean, don't you think that's just would be a better life if everybody's just more calm, is friendlier to each other, is helpful? Now, there will be the fear, and the fear will make a lot of younger people, maybe also a lot of older people, obviously go crazy. In a way, they will start vandalizing. It's just a human need for survival, and I'm shit scared too. I realized the reason why people all needed the toilet paper is because they're shit scared. It's funny, their instincts tells them probably they need toilet paper because they have to go more to the toilet, because your intestine releases more when you're probably scared, I guess. Anyway, I have not been to the doctor in 15 years. Yes, I do have also my little here and there things, but I'm realizing every time I feel sick, and that's no kidding, I have tried to self-heal myself, especially after the cancer. People said, oh, you have to go every year, do a checkup, you have to do a mammogram. I did not do any of that. And sure, I don't know what's going on in my body, but you know what? If I give anything attention, it will become, right? So I realized, and doctors haven't realized, that I actually react really bad to wheat gluten, which I know a lot of people do, and I don't know why. Even if I eat like a bread, it's not so bad. Something happened to the wheat. I don't know. I don't work in a factory. I don't work in farming. I don't know what they're doing. And milk products anyway, since about, I don't know, maybe almost 8 years or 10 years, totally allergic to milk. I just can assume they have changed our products and modified them to a point that the human DNA and the human body can't take the change anymore. And then we're surrounded by all this great plastic suffocating our oceans, and there's just nothing you can get without plastic. And we all have to make it in China, you know, America, everything made is in China. So we're bringing all these Chinese people into our homes. Nothing against Chinese people, but think about it. They are a very robotic society. Yeah, they function it very much as a one-mind hive, but in a way of producing, polluting, and eating bats, putting little turtles in plastic keychains alive, and then selling that. That's fucking sick. So in a weird way, we need this disease to stop everything in a weird way, you know? It might be Mother Earth protecting itself. It might be a biotech weapon. I don't know what it is yet, and I don't really care. What I care is we have this present moment as people to really think, do we want to vandalize out there? Do we want to go crazy? Or do we really want to, whatever, start playing guitar, working with people? And you know what the great thing is? Nobody is making money at the moment. Nobody. Except the billionaires who have their money. Their stocks just fell like crazy. They have to unemploy people. So you know what? You're not going to get your new iPhone, which is great. Why do you need a fucking new iPhone? Because companies program their products in a way that it's not lasting forever. I just talked to a guy who was in the military in ex-Yugoslavia, and you know what he told me? He said, we got food that was 20 years old. And I'm like, what do you mean 20 years old? So basically, I take a product, a cracker, it has an expiration date, right? It says expires in whatever, 2 years. So one thing I noticed already was funny is since the greed for more money, they actually shortened the expiration dates and they're selling now products closer to the expiration date. So the same product that you bought maybe 10 years ago that had that had a lifespan of say 5 years or 4 years, yeah, a food product that's not perishable, suddenly it lasts only 2 years. So that's already something weird. And so he told me they ate certain products that were 20 years old. So that shows you how we are manipulated by corporations, by the food industry, and why do we need 50 pairs of different shoes? Because Kardashian wears them, and look at your role models, all the celebrities. Dude, they have a fucking great life while you are giving them money. They're taking a part of your energy. You go to work, you get that little money, you give your energy. If we're all energy, you're giving this energy to those people so they can have more. Think about it. I think those people like Kardashians, and I don't even want to name them all, yeah, that you have given your money and listened to their music and stuff like that. Meanwhile, little artists are struggling. Those people, they're fucking laughing their ass because it's almost like kings and queens. It's a pure worship, yeah. And so I think we should just kind of take this time to not just reflect, which we all know, but also to work with our bodies. Right now, the main goal is to strengthen your lungs. I myself am a singer, and I have noticed how when I did not feel good, yeah, and I've like body pains or joint pains, and every time I realize what have I done to get them, I check in with myself because I'm trying to be one with myself and with my surrounding. Well, I ate a product made by corporation and humans, and if I eat too much of that, if I have too much Starbucks coffee, which I hate that coffee anyway, if I have too much coffee, if I have too much gluten, if I have too much pizza, if I go in a direction really extreme, then my body just gets sick. It's kind of like normal, you know. And I'm not a complete vegan, but I eat 80% vegan, and I think it's okay to have once in a while whatever meat is that your body type needs, right? I don't do any red meat, I don't do any pork. I have some organic chicken here and there, but even then I have the chicken maybe every 2 weeks. I have a chicken. I'm not killing the planet as a conscious human being by having every 2 weeks a chicken. Fish once in a while as well. But now look at that. We cannot eat our own fish anymore. Our vegetables are completely sprayed and polluted. Our water is toxic. Our air that we're breathing is toxic. And you know what pisses me off? People think it's fucking normal. So I started having less and less friends, and I'm thinking something's wrong with me. Maybe I'm negative. Maybe I'm a conspiracy theorist. But look, here we are now, and all these conspiracies, they're kind of coming true. All the things that people are feeling, having prepared for. And here is the thing they're doing right now. They're completely making, and media anyway, I fucking hate media. When I watch CNN, I see actors, and I can tell you there was just this thing, there was Trump announcing the trial vaccine. This guy who's one of the trial people, he looks like a guy who volunteered from the military. It just looks to me fake. I don't know. So really, people judge with your heart. Do not look with your eyes. Yeah? Do not look with your eyes. Close your eyes and just try connecting with your inner self and just evaluate, does it feel right or does it feel wrong? If it feels wrong, you're gonna not get a product made in China. If you know the product is made in China and it's consciously done, yeah, that's fine. But people killing themselves to earn like on our backs so we can have 30 pairs of this, and everything you're wearing is plastic these days. This, by the way, not. A friend of mine made it. That's totally hippie cotton. But I wear plastic. I can't get anything without plastic. So yeah, I'm forced to wear products that I don't like, that my body doesn't like, because you know what? Yes, we do have organic. But here's the thing, organic is just for the rich people, for the elite. It used to be that one day, long time ago, everything was organic. everything. We did not even need the word organic, because you know what? In a weird way, organic is a little bit also like, in a weird way, a fooling and a bullshit. It's not trendy. It's not trendy and into it organic. It's fucking normal. It's the way food is grown. Yeah, and there is things that can be done against pesticides. I'm not a farmer, so I don't know. I know people use tobacco, and what do I not know? Maybe essential oils. I really don't know. But I hope that people are just seeing that we have been manipulated, we have been fooled, we have been, because every quarter, think about it, every quarter these people have to make better numbers, so the people who bought stocks in the companies, yeah, can keep their jobs, can keep their salary, can keep their fucking money, so we all have to suffer. So here's a product, okay, you know what, some marketing guy or some MBA actually finds a way, how can we do the same product not cheaper? Oh, we could get this product and replace dog shit with chocolate and put a little dog shit in there, right? And then you still can name it chocolate, even if it has, I don't know, I don't work in the food industry, even if it has a percentage of chocolate, you can name it chocolate. I just learned something from Dr. Shiva, a video I was watching yesterday about the virus, protecting your immune system, getting vitamin A. And I'm seeing vitamin A seems to be in things that I don't consume, like liver, fish you can't eat really anymore. And what was the other thing? Liver, fish, and milk. So vitamin A seems to build a protection around your cells. So the sugar and all of the stuff basically goes, then if you eat it, a lot of it, consume a lot of bad stuff, it goes right into your cells and you don't have the outer protection. I went to my pharmacy today and I tried asking for vitamin A, and she looks at me stupid because she's also part of corporation, and she already hates me anyway because my dog always barks at her pharmacy. She tells me, oh, it's not requested anymore. Nobody really asks for it. Of course nobody asks for it, because people have no fucking knowledge. They're brainwashed, they're fed, you have to go to the doctor, you have to take antibiotics. It just felt to me since childhood really wrong to take antibiotics. I always turned it down when my doctor prescribed it to me. I always thought, no, I need to find a way to cure myself and heal myself. When I went through the cancer, yes, I did. I was really lucky. I flew to Germany, where the medical system, I don't know if it still is, but let's just say was way better 15 years ago. And in America, they wanted to take both breasts, right? And I still have both breasts, and they're perfect. I don't have, they already came in as they're giving me the news at USC. They're coming in like a sales team. Imagine somebody gives you just the news you got cancer, and then right away you get a vacuum cleaner sales pitch. I mean, that's fucking sick, don't you think so? And I'm like, the doctors are trying to tell me here's reconstructive breast surgery and blah, blah, blah. So I would have fake boobs. I don't want anything fake in my body. I don't want anything fake in my body. I want my body non-modified. I want my body no nanotechnology. And you know what? All these things about flying cars and protecting the people from car accidents, all of this bullshit. I mean, I want a car that I drive myself. I don't want my car to decide for me that I have to put my seatbelt on, because I have a brain, and if I want to die in a car accident, I have the fucking right to die in a car accident. This is as stupid as it sounds, but we're being taken away all the freedom, being promised security and safety. Yeah, I'm really annoyed when I get into my car and it beeps at me because I'm not putting my seatbelt on. That annoys me, that causes me stress, that causes me fear, that causes me to comply with my car. So now I'm complying with a fucking computer. Anyway, I'm just putting out a couple thoughts. I think you get the idea. If anyone needs some help working on strengthening your breathing organs, I can show you a couple of breathing techniques. And if I feel for, I will post another video. I'd appreciate if you share this to as many people as possible. And I'm going to try to help a lot of people with the knowledge that I've accumulated, because knowledge is everything. The more people know, Whatever is coming, we can overcome the fear, and with overcoming the fear, we can beat whatever is coming there, period. Okay? Peace.